Hello, welcome back. This is an audiobook. Live the Life You Crave. Chapter 12. Pain, Pain, Go Away. Written and read by Katie McMurray. Pain can be so overwhelming and feel as if it owns or controls our lives. It's not the pain that controls us, but it's what we do to avoid the thought of it or hold on to it that does. Pain can monopolize our focus and our lives. There isn't one person alive today who hasn't endured some type of pain, and many to a greater degree than others. The steps we take after the painful event or events are far more important than the thing that caused our suffering. It's real, it happened, and it cannot be undone. The only thing remaining is to heal, move on, and nurture your future. Let's be clear. If something happened in your childhood and the necessary steps for healing weren't taken, do so now using all the tools you acquire from this book. Pay close attention to this chapter. It contains some hard truths and many healing suggestions and strategies to overcome pain in the past, in the present, and in the future. Pain is a common problem of the human condition, and perhaps even the reason someone came up with the phrase human condition. Do you choose to be the happy person who gets back to living an active life, or the person who gets stuck in the painful past, the painful present, and assuming a painful future that cannot be changed? The biggest lesson any betrayal, pain, abuse, loss, or neglect teaches us is this: bad things happen to good people. Whatever happened in no way reflects who you are. It's stomped on who you were then and who you are meant to be now, if and only if you allow it. I encourage you to focus on your continued personal growth and development. I like the adage, success and happiness is the best revenge. Happiness and success are a package deal. You'll be successful when you're happy, because when you're happy, you're doing what you were created to do. It feels effortless, amazing. Understand the following. Your feelings are valid. Feel them fully and focus on healing. If in pain due to another's actions, you didn't cause the act yourself, nor did you deserve it. Regardless of the situation, we each exercise the free will to either treat others badly or not. Don't waste your valuable time trying to figure out why it happened. There are varying degrees of right and wrong, morality and values. Those who do anything wrong first rationalize why it's justified, and those of us incapable of harming another will never understand why or how someone can do such things. Your values and morals are not the same as those who inflict pain and suffering on others. What's a betrayal, pain, abuse, neglect, or a violation of your values, morals, and or your physical body is not seen as such by the offender. This is sometimes due to their emotional damage, or they're just bad. Bad and even evil does exist. You're aware of your belief system. You feel it deeply. And yet it will not help you understand that of those who could do horrible things. Don't try to understand such people. Be grateful you can't, and guard yourself against them. Blame is a prison. Blaming the source of your pain is a normal reaction, and yet it's important to move on. or it can imprison you. Regardless of whether you do or do not receive an apology or acknowledgement of the act, neither can erase the fact that it happened and it hurt and remains to hurt. Hoping for either of the two will keep you tethered to the person responsible for your pain and suffering, hence the prison analogy. And guess what? The offender knows this. Most often, bad people refuse to apologize or admit their actions so they can maintain control over you and or create more pain. Let's read this again. This seems to be the big, fat, nasty bit few people know or understand. Bad people refuse to apologize or admit their actions so they can maintain control over you and or create more pain. Guilty people who've been caught often admit they fantasize about such recollections, power, and control. If they confess or apologize, they lose it. I've worked with many victims who struggle to get closure and move on. When I share the above statement with them, they have an immediate aha revelation that delivers clarity. Clarity is vital in all aspects of your life, and this truth, this reality, can give you clarity. From the past, in the present, and in the future. After all, the one thing most victims want is for the truth to be revealed. That is a fight that can cause more pain. Once you know this fact, you can take your power back in your life. Plus, you'll be denying the guilty party the satisfaction of prolonging and reliving their bad deed by denying them your further suffering. Don't allow yourself to seek out that which offenders are not capable or willing to do. It causes more pain and more mental suffering, two things that can separate you from achieving your best, and you deserve your best. For future reference, when a person says or does something hurtful in a way that confuses and or shocks you, they are capable of it and may do so again. I believe it best to blacklist such people once you have confirmed their actions are repetitive. Occasionally, good people do bad things, but bad people do bad things consistently. Shift the much-deserved attention back to your future success. Forget about them. You can't correct them. You can't figure them out. You can't help them. Shift your focus back to your future success and happiness instead of holding on to the need for honest answers you will most likely never get from the guilty party. Don't allow yourself to be injured further by the act that caused you suffering. Don't get locked away in the prison of blame, waiting, and pain. Understand your values and morals are still intact. You are worthy, you are capable, and you possess natural gifts and talents. You were born with an inner guidance system that will alert you when things feel wrong or off, and excite you and make you happy when they're good and correct and right, the right path for you. Nurture and focus on yourself. It's then you can heal and thrive. Think about what you want instead of what you don't want. And instead of thinking about what shouldn't be, think about what could be. You are in control of what could be. But remember, we all live with varying degrees of right and wrong. Discernment. The fact that both good and bad exist serves as a reminder of this reality. Put a red warning sticker on the offending cause of your pain. Avoid them to avoid triggering memories. Replace bad memories you couldn't control with the good memories you create for yourself. Heal and change the dynamic of your pain by using the tools, strategies, techniques in this book, your playbook for happiness and success, healing and truth. You survived it. Now focus on one thing and one thing only, what you want from life. The key to overcoming pain is to move forward and toward what brings you joy and the things you truly want. Get on with you, your power, your inner strength, your desires, and your natural gifts and talents. Uncover, nurture them. The world is not black and white. Although it often feels as though it is, life is not black and white. It's a rainbow, a multitude of colors. Life is what you create. Paint with the colors of your choice. What will you make of it? What will you create? Remind yourself of these reality checks. Are you an active participant in your life and its direction? What can you do differently to avoid future visits to past pain? Well, you can use walking meditation, gray rock, and all the other tools in this book. Will you allow pain to be your identity? Will you focus on success and happiness in all areas of your life? There are two groups of people in this life. Those who live in their pain and those who move on to create much deserved joy. Which will you choose? Group 1. If you choose to share your painful experience over and over, retelling it or reliving it, you could end up in the first group, Group 1. This group tends to experience repeated failure, depression, anxiety, drug and or alcohol abuse, plus poor physical and mental health. Sadly, those in this group live in denial. Not in denial of what happened to them, but in denial of all the things they do to live with the painful reminders. They deny their part in forfeiting their freedom to succeed to the painful event. They refuse to let it go and therefore forfeit all the wonderful aspects they could enjoy in life to the pain. Group 2. If you choose to focus on your personal growth and desires with the belief and confidence that you can achieve both, you belong in the second group. And if you don't yet believe but desire it, you also belong in Group 2. You've come this far, listened to the audiobooks, the chapters, read this far, and so you get it. You have your playbook in hand and you're ready to do what it takes. You're ready to make it happen. If you're among the first group and truly want to change, grow, and live in the present, create your best life, and step into the lead role of your life, by stop living in the prison, you too can be happy and successful. We all have an emotional vein, and yet it's one of many making up a network of our mind, body, and soul. A house has many rooms, and yet you don't choose to lock yourself away in one room. No, you enjoy and utilize all. The laundry room isn't my favorite place. It doesn't spark joy. It's necessary, and yet I spend as little time possible in that room only to get the job done. Pain serves a vital purpose. Pain is not a place in which you should dwell. It's a physical and mental reaction to something real. We don't want to leave the pain switch locked in the on position by dwelling on it. We could fry the entire system. If we relive past pain or obsess on current pain, we don't utilize all the remaining vital functions that balance life, create happiness and success. Do not allow the person who caused you pain to have power over you in the here and now. And don't allow it to short-circuit your vital functions and abilities. Don't allow anyone who has ever caused you pain to destroy your life. It's time for you to move forward and front and center, stepping into the lead role of your life. You are the director of your life. You are in control. Be honest and be good to yourself. When thoughts of past pain creep back into your mind, and it may from time to time, acknowledge the thought. Don't allow it to linger. Push the thoughts aside with your freedom mantra. Your mantra will be a thought that reboots your thinking and redirects you back on the path to your positive hopes and dreams, your happiness and success. Anytime thoughts of past pain enter your mind, pause and recite or think your affirming mantra. I'll share some with you just to get an idea. I'm meant for more. I can see it, believe it, and I will find it. I am happy and grateful to live my best life. I am fully equipped with natural gifts and talents. I'm creating the life I crave. I'm happy and grateful to be receiving prosperity in all areas of my life. I'm the maker of my happiness and success. I am whole, powerful, healthy, happy, harmonious, and prosperous in all areas of life. I like myself. I love myself. My superpower is looking forward. Better days are in my here and now. All good flows to me like water in the seas. I am abundant. All that is good supports and guides me. Create your unique and positive mantras to keep you on the path to all you want or free yourself from past pain. Feel free to use mine. Positive power statements are vital. There always be negative things that happen. There will always be negative people, places, events, things you must protect yourself from, and you can do so by using your mantras. There's no right or wrong way to write or create your positive mantras. Regardless of which you prefer, mantra, affirmation, personal power statement, chant, or prayer, get prepared and be ready to fight the good fight. All you need to do is do it. You can do so silently. The idea is to ignore trouble and keep your thoughts positive and focused on your best life. Don't allow negative things to rob you of your focus and time. Time is precious. Do not be derailed by negative people. When you find yourself exposed to negativity, retreat to your walking meditation, your positive mantras, and silently repeat your favorite mantra to maintain a positive brain function. Now, the next chapter goes in depth on this topic. Do what works for you and use the tools and exercises taught throughout this playbook. All that matters is that it works to benefit your best life. Please remind yourself of the time it took for your life to be misdirected. Think about the societal constructs that led you down the wrong path, all the misinformation and bad information you've received throughout your life, the many things you were strongly encouraged to do that drew you away from what you really wanted and should have done. Understand that keeping up appearances will not serve you well, and that your truth will always be with you. Nurture, care for it. Allow your truth to be your passion, your original life's intent and design. Live your best life. Commit to personal development with intention. Do one thing every day to maintain a steady flow of improvement. You can start each day by completing a task. This feels wonderful. Make your bed. If when going to bed each night you find your bed neatly made, you end your day better. You'll feel cared for and valued. Notice how you feel when tired and ready to sleep, only to find an unkept, messy bed. Then notice how it feels when you find a well-made bed just for you because you value yourself. Remember, it's a consistent flow of little things that create something big, something magical, and all these little steps move you toward the life you crave. Making your bed each day is more powerful than you think. It seems like a small thing, but you start your day by completing a task. Therefore, you've accomplished something in the very beginning of your day. You start your day off with an accomplishment. Plus, you send yourself the message that you're worthy. Last but not least, you are that child. So treat yourself as such. You are in charge of yourself. You are in control of your life. You can make it whatever and however you crave it. And until next time, have a beautiful, wonderful, glorious day.